那么今天在这里呢，我们将要采访到一位非常重要的嘉宾，她其实不是来自佛罗里达，她是来自阿肯色州。那么这是一位非常有传奇色彩的女性，她有非常丰富的亚裔的背景。那在她过往的经历中，她有很多的头衔，她是一个成功的商人，是一个高层的主管，而且还是一个民权领袖。那现在呢，她又要从事政治，她将竞选阿肯萨州的州长，他就是我们的 Xayprasith-Mays。那我们现在一会儿就要迎来他，我们看他现在刚才已经到了，那我们一会儿就采访一下他。Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have Mrs. Xayprasith-Mays here, and we're going to ask her some questions. Hello, Mrs. Xayprasith-Mays. It's very honored that we have the opportunity to have you here in Plantation. And welcome to Florida.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, first of all, I would like to ask you, is this your first time to Florida, Miami, or you've been here many times?
Actually, I've been here many times, but mostly for meetings. But beautiful. I always want to come back.
Can you tell us this trip? What's the purpose that you come here this trip? And what's the event about, particularly today?
Sure. Well, I want to first of all acknowledge my god sister, Emily Chang. She's hosting a reception for me here in Miami. That's why I'm here. I am running for the second highest position in the United States of America besides running for president. I'm running for governor of my state, governor of Arkansas. So I'm the first woman of color, first woman of Asian descent to run. So we're already making history.
Wow, after hearing that, I have goosebumps already. I'm so excited and inspired by your story. Tell us about your early ages, like how did you come to America? Briefly, I know you must have a long story to tell. Briefly, like the first impression when you came here, and how did you make it go to the Walmart? I mean, I know you're at the very high level. And how did you quit the job? I mean, you were so successful, but you quit the job, and what was the planning to do,
Well, I came here. My mom was a widow. My dad passed away. My mom brought 4 little girls, her little brother who was 11, her sister who was 16 years old. So imagine a widow. She had her master's degree, spoke 7 languages, okay? Came here. They didn't qualify her to work in office or nothing. She worked at the chicken plant at Tyson Food. But it was not above her to take care of her kids, her daughters. So my mother went to work at the plant as a manual labor. Now this woman she has a master's degree, all right? And because they didn't see us as equal, they put her in the chicken plant. But she worked there for a year. Then she came out of that, became a teacher and an entrepreneur. She opened a first Asian Oriental Express in Arkansas and a pool hall. And that's how I work, going to school. She'd pick us up, we'd go home, do our homework, eat at the restaurant. And I have great memories of how my mom she did whatever she could to make sure that we were taken care of. But she also taught us that you work hard, you believe, and you forgive people. Sometimes people are not right and they're negative. You forgive them, but you focus on the good, and you continue to do. My mother also sponsored 20 immigrant families to the U.S. So she passed away, unfortunately, with breast cancer 17 years ago. But I'm so proud of my mom and what she taught my sister and I, which helped me of my life and the journey as an adult now, of how we must help each other.
Yes. I believe that the mom is such a good model for you because of her that inspires you to go further as also a great woman. So I know that you worked at the very high level at Walmart. What did you do at that time? And how come you quit the job and then start your own business? What make you make the decision?
Well, when I started, I've been in retailing for now still 30 years. I started when I was in my early teens. I worked for JCPenney, and then I worked for a doctor, and I did medical billing, and then I applied at corporate. So I was able to work and get the promotion based on my performance. So I was able to move to the rank. I work in people division. I also work in regional personnel, which you oversee different store operation, not just one, but in a region. That means, let's say if you're in a region, the region I was over was Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. All the Walmart store there, we oversee the whole operation, from building the store to grand opening to all the associate, from the part-time to the manager to the store manager to district manager, from corporate standpoint. So I left because the fact that I had an opportunity to launch my own business. I love business. Of course, my mother, even in our country, she had her own business. And in America, she had her own business. So she taught us to have financial independence, that you have a choice. You could either be like a renter or owner, an employee or employer. So at first, sometimes, if you don't know, you go work for someone. So that way you could learn. So I want to learn. I want to be the best. So I was very fortunate to work for the #1 company in the world, Walmart, and was able to run a $100 million operation annually a year. So I left to start my own company.
Yes, so I heard about many stories afterwards, after you start your company. But it's very interesting that it seems that you're never satisfied after you become a very successful business people, and then you start to do civil rights. I mean, civil leaders you become, and now even you wanted to be the governor. So what's the motivation behind you to do more and more?
Well, the motivation behind it is because I feel like this is my passion to serve. As I expressed to you, my mother sponsored 20 families. I see the struggle as immigrant. We come to America. We have big dreams. They work hard, and a lot of them own their own business. Were able to buy their own home and start their own business. Very successful. But as a young person, immigrant, it's challenging for us. So, starting a business it gives you the freedom to do whatever it is that you want. That through hard work, you could do whatever. So I hope that I didn't skip from your Did I answer you?
Yes, I think so.
But you could do anything you want through hard work. You could own a business. You could work for a big company. And I actually recruited for one of the Ivy League college. Like I recruited for Texas A&M during my tenure with Walmart, the #1 retailer in the world. Texas A&M, Duke University, and the different university that whatever they assigned us, then we go recruit, not only for the inside corporate, but also out in the stores.
Yeah. I heard that you had some center to help people obtain the skills. So how is the center running right now?
Well, my company, we do philanthropy work. This would have been our 17th year where I support disadvantaged kids aged 13 to 25, and they don't pay for anything. I bring them to a nice country club. We bring the governor of our state to visit with them. We bring corporate leaders, we bring nonprofit business owner to just let them know that, and these kids, they don't even have their mom or their dad. So they're being raised by their grandmother or cousin, but we want them to let them know that, in this space in America, don't dwell on that you don't have your mom and dad, but there's a lot of people in the community that care and they want you to be successful. And so we help them, like I help them with going to college, starting a business. If they want to, let's say, to be a teacher, we connect them. I mean, not just like young, but also professional people that want to transition, changing career, or up into owning a business. How do you own a business? We connect them with a bank. So we have president of bank like U.S. Bank that will come and talk to them, First National Bank. So it's all about relationship, but hard work, you can achieve anything through hard work.
I wonder if there's something like unique in Arkansas. Is there anything happening in Florida? By the way, I just don't know about that. Is something similar that we have in here? Do you know?
Because I'm not from Florida, I can't say that. But my program, I like to,
Is it unique or?
It's very different.
It's very unique.
Because I take kids to a place where they could never go. Because #1, their family can't afford it. But I also want them to be experienced that you could be here, you could be at the table. If you work hard, you could be a member of this private club. That you could be whatever you want to be. Because all the people that I have speakers that come in from California, New York, Texas, and these are small and big time business owner. I mean, I have a client who's a great friend where they run $10 billion company out of Texas, and they come every year out of Houston to talk to the kids, to let them know his life story, that he was an immigrant, he was poor, but he worked hard, saved money, and someone helped him.
I guess it's also because your charisma and your connection that help attract so many VIP people, we call it, but their influence for the ordinary people or even underprivileged children, they have opportunities to improve and learn and reach their dream, But then coming up to the most current now, it's like now you have announced officially to run for the governor. So what is your guideline and policy if you're elected? And what's your plan for our Asian community?
Well, as you know, I am Asian, but my background's very diverse because my dad is British and Indian. My grandfather is from Thailand, but his mother is like, she's part Japanese and Chinese, okay? And his dad is Thai. So my grandmother, my mom's mother, she's Laos. That's why I speak Thai fluently and I speak Laos fluently.
And you speak French, I know.
French is my first language.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I came to America since I was 6 years old. I had to replace French with English.
Yeah.
But, I decided that, I can't stand as silently ask me why am I running for governor. The reason I'm running for governor because I don't want to complain anymore. I don't want to stand on the sideline and see what's going on because our state that I'm in ranked 48th poorest state in the United States of America, 45th in education. So I know that we could do better. I see what's going on. And for me to truly, truly make a difference, I must run. And this is my passion, to be able to serve not only one race, but the human race. For all the kids, to let them know that all of us, no matter you're black, you're white, you're Chinese, you're Hispanic, LGBTQIA, that you all add value in this world. And don't let no one tell you otherwise.
Yeah, you're right. So is there any special policy for the small and medium-sized enterprises?
Absolutely. I'm a small business myself. I want to create policy to where, the small business, I'm an entrepreneur, is the heartbeat of America, okay? We need to create policy to where we support and have fun to help small business to grow. So that way we could employ more people and also help other people to have a choice. That if you want to be an entrepreneur, there will be an incentive for you to own a business instead of working for someone. Transition from being an employee to an employer. That makes sense? So absolutely, I'm all about, I'm living the American dream to be able to work for someone and transition to own a business. So that's why I'm running for the fact that I feel like there's not equal opportunity for certain race, ethnic group. And I don't want to go into that because they know what it is. You see what's in the news, all right? Sometimes for big money, it's about all of us. Everybody have to start from somewhere, but we also have to allocate funds for small business. Because myself, I'm small business. I work for corporate, and now I'm self-employed, so I understand the challenge we face. But we have to recognize that small business is the heartbeat of America. An immigrant is the heartbeat of America, okay?
Yeah, and okay, as a very high-level corporate manager and administrator in Walmart, do you have any advices for people who want to work at Walmart, and even for the business people who want to enter some business relation with Walmart? Like 2 questions for people who want to work at Walmart and who want to, do business with Walmart.
Okay, question number 1: how you could enter to work for Walmart. Walmart is an absolute amazing company. I recommend, because Walmart now have launched a program where whether you part-time or full-time, you could get if you want to go to school, they'll pay for your school. Okay, that's number 1. So it's a great company to work for. I came from that. I started in retail when I was actually barely 21. All right. So it's a great company. You could work, in diverse division. You could be a buyer, you could be an attorney, you could be their pilot. They have their own aviation and real estate. So that's just to share with you the diverse,
the opportunities there.
Exactly, the career opportunity for those that have an interest in entering Walmart. They have their own IT department. So great, amazing company to work with, okay? And for. And secondly, you ask, how are you going to do business with Walmart? Walmart actually have an open call every year to where if you have a product or a service, you can enter to have your goods and service be viewed by their buyers and to be on the shelf of Walmart. So Walmart promote diversity and inclusion, especially entrepreneurship and small business. They partner, they have amazing programs. You can even look up on their site. They will share with you the opportunity that they offer for small business partnership.
I see. Okay, very good. Okay, one more question is that since you're already here, and we have all this audience on TV, our Miami Chinese TV, we have so many audiences. Would you like to say something to them?
Yes.
Taking this opportunity.
Absolutely. First of all,
let's face
it's an honor to be here in Miami and for my Chinese, my ancestors. You guys are part of my family. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for just letting us, for you being here, to let us have a voice, to be heard and to be seen. That's what it's about. We must, as Asian, as a race, doesn't matter if Chinese, Japanese, Asian in general. We have to come together in America. To bring change, we must unify. We must understand. As a woman, we're already making history. I'm running for all of us, the human race. As the first woman of Asian descent, first woman of color to run for the second highest position in the United States of America for governor of Arkansas. So I'm excited, and thank you so much for your support. And my sister, Emily Chang, who hosts. She's actually hosting this event, this dinner for me. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're welcome. So I am very inspired of just talking to her, and I know she has such a beautiful, legendary, almost like stories. So if you're interested, you can check her out on website. And also, Supha, thank you so much. And we wish you the best for your governor candidate running, and we wish you succeed.
Thank you.
Reach your dream. That's our dream too, right?
Say thank you.
谢谢. You're welcome. 谢谢. Thank you too. Okay. See you. Talk to you later.